Hello, and welcome to Falling Star Tarot, where we bring you weekly pick-a-card readings. This particular pick-a-card reading is going to help you do some shadow work. If you're new here, subscribe to catch me again and hit the bell to see my new videos. This is the kind of thing that helps you get in touch with your shadow self, or the part of your personality you may not be fully conscious that you have. The parts of yourself that you don't normally look at, anything that you're kind of in the dark to or unconscious of. So if this reading doesn't fully resonate with you at first, it may be because you haven't fully accepted this part of yourself. Maybe you'll learn something here that will help you become a little more whole and loving towards your own self. Okay, if you choose a pile between 1 and 8, I'll leave the timestamps down below. Now, if your reading really does not resonate with you at all and you just can't get anything out of it, go ahead and choose a different number or watch any of our other pick-a-card readings. After all, our only true constant is change. Okay, I'll see you in the reading. Hello, those of you that chose number 1. Let's see what the cards have to say to you. The World tells me that you might have a fear of expansion. You may be feeling a little pessimistic about your future, even though you're uncertain of where you're going. You should know that this is a good time to trust in the universe and know that you're going towards something better. We've got all these elements here supporting you. But I feel like you want to be cut off and disconnected. Instead of growing and grounding yourself, you might be getting up into your head a little and staying away from people. Disassociating. Maybe even from yourself. I feel like you just feel bogged down and weighted down. But this is going to pass. Social media is showing up. I have a feeling that you are going to be utilizing your communication skills and feeling a greater sense of acceptance with your peers. Whereas before, maybe you got a little caught up in just the bits and the bytes. You're going to see the real people behind all of these things and get deeper, more meaningful connections going on. That's what we're here for, right? We aren't just here to, get views or, get stats. Yeah, I think you're gonna eventually come down to the heart of it all. And that's gonna get you a little bit out of this funk that you've been in. Here we go. Like I was saying, playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins puts sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. Yes, I think feeling a little more lighthearted about life and kind of returning to inner childhood, getting a fun, loving attitude is going to get you through this. Your shadow aspect would be probably preferring yourself to others, being serious, not really wanting deep connections, but it may be wanting status. You know what I mean? So if you can dig deep and face that part of you that is more concerned with how you look than how you feel, how you appear to others, than how, all of these things can really become real and meaningful to you, I think that's going to be beautiful. You're going to know true completion and true happiness and have the support and the love that you need. You'll get out of the cloud and out into the activities you really have been craving doing for so long. So I think you can do it. I don't think it'll be too hard. If you maybe focus a little bit on how worldly relates to connection to the universe, and take the vice versa of those and work on that in your free time. Maybe journal about it, or even just make a concentration point in your day. You'd be surprised, just taking something and setting it on a shelf as a reminder, whether it's like a plaque or a piece of artwork, just anything. And just look at it and keep in mind every day your intention. That can really help you put that in action in your life. Okay, that's all I see for your reading. I hope it brought you some help, some hope. If it did, please hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how we're doing. Subscribe to catch me again. Check out the links in the description box. Thank you for supporting my channel. Your continued support means the world to me. Until next time, have fun. Hello to those of you that chose the number 2. Let's see what the cards have to tell you. I see with the card Strength. You may be going through some serious difficulty and having energy imbalances. This can represent the scattering of energies, creating discord for the sake of sport, enjoying chaos, power struggles, and valuing lower energies over the higher. So I see kind of a dark landscape, and instead of really being comforted, our characters look a little worse for the wear. As if they want to enjoy the fact that they've been worn, and that they're tired, and that they're not really gaining speed or energy. But this can change. If you face the fact that you sort of enjoy the negative stories of your life, or the more animalistic desires that you have in life, I mean, we all should tap into all parts of ourselves. I want you to face it, look it in the eye, write about it, whatever it takes. Dream about it at night. Set an intention to dream about this part of you at night, and have a talk with it. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish. With a celebrity showing up here, this could be very indicative that you have been struggling to gain the attention that you wish for. And you might be making yourself a little more important in your mind. Now, I'm not saying you have delusions of grandeur, but you might really be the center of your own universe. It's good to focus on yourself. It's good that your attitude is more about you than anyone else. But if you take that too far, it can get a little dark and really not help you at all. But I see the star there, and I think there's a lot of hope. I see you have this partition here. I think if you set a boundary with yourself, then you're going to do just fine. Just a little something to work on. It's okay to love yourself and worry about, how you are perceived in some instances. It's okay to love yourself and to want yourself to do really well. So, just in measure. And we have gratitude. Today I'm grateful for all of the little things, even when the big things suck, there are always plenty of little things I can be at least a little grateful for, like hot showers and music, and the fact that humans invented an internet, and I'm allowed to use it whenever I want to, using fingers and thumbs to do whatever I think them to do at any given moment. I think the hot showers are better. But gratitude may be your key to true strength. To be able to garnish the proper amount of attention, the positive amount of attention. You don't want to set yourself off from everyone. You want to be empathetic. You want to know those around you. And maybe you're perceiving success in kind of a false manner. So, if you take a few moments every day and try to face this aspect of yourself, then you can really make progress and be super surprised at how you are getting the attention that you never knew you could, that you always needed. Okay, I hope this reading helped you. If it did, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe to catch me again. Thank you for your continued support of my channel. Click the links below to continue to support my channel if you wish. You know who you are. Okay, till next time, have fun. Hello, those of you who chose number 3. Let's see what your shadow aspect is. I have the 4 of Cups. This shows someone who is dissatisfied, apathetic, being offered many things, but always reaching for something just out of their reach, and not really enjoying what is at hand. See discomfort, dissatisfaction, a lot of disconnection and discontent. You could also be accepting things. You see the reaching for the tip of the cup just because it's being offered, but not really because you want it. Never really feeling whole, satisfied, grateful. With the buildings showing up, I have a feeling that you might be struggling with your sense of self. Personal growth could really help this situation if you get in touch with this part of you and ask yourself, why are you dissatisfied? What is it that you really wanted? And what did it really mean to you? Was it all that you thought it was? Or did you think that it would make you something that you always wanted to be? Buildings could also indicate that you have a fear of your own success. Many of us fear who we would become if we were given all the things that we ever wanted. I think this is key to help you. We have forgiveness. Congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is. Forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive, forgiver? The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself, too. Have fun building your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. And yes, you will be feeling great inner peace. That is the beautiful crown chakra color for those of you who are into chakras. That's getting in touch with your higher self, your spiritual side, higher knowledge. And this would be sacral, I believe. And that big sun, I think you have a lot of abundance and peace and happiness at your fingertips. If you just figure out what is it in that cup that you want, what would you want to have in that cup? I would start there. If it was me, maybe start a journal. Interview yourself, as odd as that sounds. Make up little questions about your own satisfaction and check in every day. How satisfied was I with this today? What actions, what thoughts did I take to help me with this? And accept that side of yourself as a perfectly human and whole creature who just wants what's best. Maybe you want your childhood dream to come true. It's okay. That's natural. Okay? This is what I see for your reading. Don't forget to forgive yourself. It will help you forgive others. If you like this reading, if it added value to you, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. Subscribe to catch me again. And if you'd like to support the channel, I've left some links in the description box. Thank you for your continued support. Until next time, have fun. Hello, those of you that chose number 4. Let's see what the cards have to say. Your shadow aspect is represented by the 2 of Pentacles. This card tells me you may be feeling a little imbalanced, like you're losing your grip on things, you have overcommitted yourself. You might have too much commitment to you. You may not want to let go of something once you've started it, and you may grab too many opportunities out of your hat when you don't need to handle that many things. So instead of taking on too much things for now and then feeling overwhelmed by all the demands, take some time to concentrate on just one thing at a time. You're going to expand through focus. I believe your shadow aspect is being unfocused and scattered, overcommitted. You can't run 2 sailboats at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Especially during a storm. So let's try to hone this. The being unprepared card tells me you really are not meeting your own standards. You're being judgmental towards yourself, worrying. You might have some anxiety. Definitely some stress. And if you study, though, I feel like you can prepare. If you do a little research and kind of narrow, as I said, narrow that focus, I really think that's going to help you. It's okay to accept this. It's okay to admit that you took on too much and that you might need some help. We got a bonus card, spontaneity. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space, time, and after-hour hangouts. Yes will lead you to experience you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. There's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. And you know what? If karaoke is not for you, that is fine. This is the color of the heart chakra. So getting in touch with something that you love and finding connections in that with others is going to help. Maybe if you've got a couple choices to make, follow your heart. Whichever one tugs most on your heartstrings and promises you that you will have the diligence to continue to learn it well and do it well, that is what you should be continuing to do. So, I would like you to take a little bit of time every day to speak to your heart. Sit with it silently, and if it doesn't give you words, that's okay. Our heart gives us feelings, emotions, usually. Twinges of I'm enjoying this or I'm not. What does it hope for? What has it always hoped for? And how has this affected your ability to say no when presented with more responsibility? Okay? This should help. It's okay to admit that you can't do it all. I think you can do this. I think that you're going to find people around you will be very supportive and very happy that you finally decided to face this. Okay, if this reading helped you or added value to your day, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below and let me know how I'm doing. Subscribe to catch me again. Thank you for your continued support on my channel. There's links in the description box if you'd like to continue to support my channel or begin now. Until next time, have fun. Hello, those of you that have chosen number 5, let's see what the cards have to say for you. The Chariot shows me that you may be having some serious trouble with patience. You might be feeling a little immobilized and not wanting to wait to make a move. Disregard or insensitivity to the signs around you might have you feeling trapped or unable to make the necessary transitions that are needed in your life. To face this, you might really want to take a look deep into yourself and see what is making you feel like you can't make a move. Are you lacking bravery? Do you think that the path won't be clear? Do you feel unsafe? Are your emotions not agreeing with your movements? Do you just not trust divine timing or the signs set out in front of you? Maybe even you've lost the motivation to push yourself forward. I can think of a number of ways to work this out. I feel like you might want to do something active, where I normally recommend journaling or meditation, which is all good, especially if you want to do that. I think you might want to do something more like sculpting or a rough hobby like gardening or just something that really gets your hands into it. As a matter of fact, if you pick out anything that you're a little afraid to do and do it, that might help. The trees and mountains and gardens showing up. It's kind of cute because I was thinking about gardening, and that might help to go out and connect to nature and realize that we are all a part of this world and we all have a little place in it. The ants, the birds, the clouds, the trees, the grass, the air, it all serves a different purpose, as do you. And there's no reason to match another creature's movements. A bee will not move as, a bird or the wind will. It moves as a bee will, because it's a bee. And you have your own specific purpose and your own specific drive forward. I think if you reach for some spiritual and emotional clarity, you're going to experience a kind of personal growth that will have you flourishing and blossoming. You're going to be growing just like these flowers. Options. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest. Without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. Wherever you put your mac and cheese, you have options. Maybe the path that you originally started out on isn't working for you as well as you thought it would. Take a little time, get out there, go to your happy place, somewhere you feel safe, and just drench yourself in that safety. Just absorb it and take it with you. Because it may be okay to veer a little on your path and find something new. And it's okay to admit that we all need a little bit more enlightenment. You're never really all the way enlightened, all the way up there, all the way to clarity. Okay? I hope this helped you with your shadow aspect. If it did, give me a big thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonated. Subscribe to catch more of my pick a card readings. And thank you all so much for continuing to support my channel. There's some links in the description box if you'd like to do it that way. Until next time, have fun. Alright, those of you that chose the 6th pile, your shadow aspect is represented by the 3 of Pentacles. And you see someone who is building things and making things, connections, but none of them seem to matter. This could be a part of you that has kind of leapt before they looked, expanded when really you needed to do some research. This is your impractical side. Are you giving yourself a little bit more credit or toting abilities that you haven't really honed? It seems like our little coins here like rusted. Like we didn't really put the work in before we presented them to the world. Are you rushing production to get results? Do you have unrealistic ideals about what you were trying to accomplish in the first place? With the window there, I feel like some light is going to be shed on this for you, and it is not like you have to throw away your work. These are lessons. And as a matter of fact, tarnished coins sometimes go for more on the internet than the perfectly clean. As a matter of fact, misprints are usually the ones that coin collectors want. So get out of that mindset that you've messed up. And, take what you have and make the best of it. Flying, to me, represents being free. Losing the tethers. Not being earthbound, but being freed of restrictions. So there could be a part of you that has been unrealistic because you feel trapped. If any part of you is just feeling tied down, tethered to something, cut that little bond. Get rid of that, because then you're going to love your work once again. You're going to love and enjoy your life. Here we go. Joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it will make it way better. Today, I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today, I'm the Orville Redenbacher of my joy. And life's popcorn is about to get it. They look kind of happy about that, so that's okay. So as I was saying, you can be soaring up above all of these feelings of being restricted, this tightness, this icky, gross feeling of immobility and not being able to do as you wish. This life is really something that you've made up to this point, one way or the other. And your efforts are being seen. It's hard to accept sometimes, but that's okay. You can't just float off, but you can soar, you can fly, you can rise above. And joy can do that to you. And you should be applying joy to all of it. All of your work will turn out so much better if you put joy into it. So today, if you have a task that you have to do, whether it's the floor or your laundry or something for the office, do yourself a favor and find a way to really enjoy it. And you can journal this, or you can keep a little note on your phone, or actually I made a reminder once in my calendar for a day where I just made a specific, it was like a holiday. And that time every month, I reminded myself, okay, that's what I'm going to do today, because I was a little upset about something I was doing like this. So today I'm going to do this. And then I would, when, morning came, the reminder would come up, and I would apply that to my day. So you could do that once a week or once a month or even every day if you're really, really brave. And just keep track of it. That's what I do today. Everything, I enjoy everything. Somehow, some way, I find joy. Even if it's that I walked away from it, right? So try to do that and see what kind of results you get. See if you feel trapped anymore, or if you feel like you're exactly where you belong and exactly on the right journey and have exactly the right stories to tell. Okay, this is what I see for your reading. I hope you do impart a lot of joy into your day. I think it's going to work. I feel like that is the future I see for you. You just be happy and maybe even taking in a movie or something like that. Just relaxing into it. Okay. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how I did. Subscribe to catch me again. Check the links in the description box if you'd like to support my channel. Thank you all for your continued support. Until next time, have fun. Hello, those of you that chose number 7. Let's see what the cards have to say to you. Your shadow aspect is represented by the 5 of Cups. This card speaks of disappointment, loss, pessimism, really not seeing what is being offered to you anymore. You might be feeling a little melancholy, looking towards the wrong side of life, looking towards the opportunities that have left, and not noticing the offering of true love and attraction right next to you. Now, this is a pretty easy shadow aspect. It's just one of ingratitude and not really knowing how to be optimistic about something. We all lose things throughout life, and it's sort of hard to escape. It's a very real pain. But as a shadow, part of yourself, part you don't want to accept, is that you might be enjoying the pain more than you want to admit. Clinging to that sad story, that gloomy, cloudy sky, is sort of a, I don't know, it's like an excuse. Because you know you'd have to work to maintain those 2 cups there. So, kind of lift that veil. Accept that you've got a part of you that likes the darkness, it likes the loss, it likes the sadness, it likes to kind of wallow. We all have that every once in a while. And I think you're going to notice these. You're going to notice that true love is literally right next to you. And you're not seeing it. It's probably all around you, because true love is so unconditional. We all have it. And we can all have it for one another, they tell me. The beach appearing. Oh, you are an island now. This is a lot about escapism. You might be feeling that you don't have the stability you want in your life, then you're just kind of floating out there by yourself, mid-air or mid-water. And these insecurities can be fixed pretty quickly if you just do a little letting go. Forget about those. Let them go. They're gone. Can you have them back? You can probably have better. You're not going to have them back while you're missing them anyways. That's sort of the law of attraction. I think a really good thing here, I'm seeing the sun, and I'm seeing this could be an oasis if you looked at it right. The best thing you could really do is to find a mode of self-expression, and that is going to free up that energy. It's going to give it somewhere to go so that you can sooner see life and the opportunities that are presented to you. You'll have those good emotions back. Yes, this says welcome Joyville. You will have those good emotions back, shining like a sign right in front of you. Okay, no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Joyville. So our new job is working at a theme park called Joyville. I like that. Yeah, so perhaps you're blaming yourself for your loss, and that's helping you hold that. Or maybe you'll come across blame in the process of facing this. We usually do figure out that we are responsible for pretty much everything in our life. We make those decisions that keep or release whatever comes into our life. So, no judgments. Find a way to celebrate and feel joy again. I don't think it's too far from you. That looks like a terrific place to be. I think you'll be dancing and enjoying yourself and feeling and welcoming opportunities. I think that's cool. We have the palm trees and the paradise, the two, and I mean that's like a theme park. Editing me wants to point out 222 with the palm trees, cups, and pillars. I think you have a lot of really good things on the way to you. And facing this shadow aspect is not like it's going to break your world either way, but it's going to open up so many new things. Just so many new things to you that you would miss out on otherwise. So, I like that. I really think you could do that. Face yourself. Okay, if this reading added value to you, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how I did. Subscribe to catch me again. Check out the links in the description box if you'd like to support my channel. Thank you all who have been and continue to support my channel. You know who you are. Okay, until next time, have fun. Alright, those of you that chose number 8, let's do some shadow work. Seeing the 6 of Wands is usually such a positive thing. It's all about celebrating. I relate it to touring, going out and being well received. As a shadow aspect, you may really not trust how others perceive you, receive you, accept you, acknowledge you. You may feel that your accomplishments all keep getting swept under the rug, that any of your achievements cannot be tied to your identity, maybe just out of ignorance of those around you or just oversights. I'm not sure what, but you feel overlooked. And you might be afraid to ask for the recognition that you feel you deserve. Now, this is a part of yourself that you haven't really accepted. You might really be the type to talk about others. Talk about maybe people in your family, your close friends, brag them up. I've known some people that if you mention something to them about themselves, they say, oh, but so-and-so's so good at it. Oh, but you should really know so-and-so. But this person taught me that, or whatever. Deflecting compliments can be a really serious problem. So if you find yourself doing that, or if you find that you mention something to someone and they tell you, well, I wanted to hear about so-and-so instead, and they hadn't asked, they were just making small talk, get away from that person. I'm okay with it. You should be okay with it. Talk to them about something else. Talk to them about food, movies, whatever your common ground you have if you need to talk to them. Don't mention that to them, but do find an outlet where you acknowledge yourself and you are acknowledged and you are well received. That's my take on your shadow aspect. Perhaps you have your own. Maybe you've lost the will to celebrate yourself. Maybe you don't feel accomplished. I feel you're accomplished. You're here, you're watching my video. That to me made my day, okay? So thank you for that. Let's continue. We have finding something valuable. Every time I see this card, it points at the problem. It's like magic. The light is within you. It's the first thing I see in this card. But the truth is, finding something valuable, it means you might need to learn something about yourself, about your past. This card is all about shadow work. So this is just the best confirmation that you are in need of a little bit. You could also be shedding light on some relationship or some situation in your life very shortly. This is something that is going to help you greatly with these feelings of not wanting to share, or, I mean, we don't want you to brag or boast, of course, but confidence and self-esteem are very important, and you can't do much in serving others if you aren't really happy with yourself. So no matter how you feel about the rest of the world and what they deserve, you deserve things too, okay? Your inner light is the biggest treasure on the planet. Gentleness. We've got this card a bit. I speak with gentleness, and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself, and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talk about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Versus what sorts of animals the clouds look like, I guess. Which is just, that sounds nice. If you never went outside, and I realize that some people in these generations have never laid in the grass and stared at the clouds because they have an internet. We didn't. We looked at clouds because the television was boring. Because Atari was boring, okay? So we went outside and we made animals out of clouds. And I like to think that animals probably make people out of clouds. Maybe not, I don't know. But maybe that might be something that will help you with this. Go out and do something innocent and imaginative and sweet, nostalgic. Something nice. Something that exercises your imagination without any real reward or any real material world ties, okay? I want you to do something just pure and without thinking about building wealth or establishing yourself with others. I think that's going to help. That, I think, is going to be the greatest step in your shadow work. You're gonna accept that you have this unique value no one else has. I know it. Do you know it? Okay. If you like this reading, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know if it resonated with you, subscribe to catch me again, check out the links in the description box if you want to be one of those beautiful people that have been continuing to support my channel. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, have fun.